What's up, guys? Winter Kills here, bringing you another deck profile as requested. We got a Graydle Kaiju deck profile. Wanted to bring it to you IRL instead of just on DN. A couple people had requested it, so I figured why not go ahead and get one recorded and upload it to you guys. I don't know too much about the deck myself to do a profile it on my own, so I got my friend here who actually plays the deck to do the profile for you guys. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and get into the profile.
Alright, let's get it, boys. This is the Kaiju deck, as you know. Start out with the Triple Star Destroyer Kaiju. He's the biggest one, and he's probably your best one. He's really good. Play 3. You got your Gamma Seal. People are siding this in some decks. I mean, why not just play the deck? He's 2200, not that big, but you usually give this to your opponent off an Interrupted Slumber, and so you just get the most damage out of your Star Destroyer when you summon it. Play Double Kumongous, because he's another small target to get over with Star Destroyer, and he has a really nice effect too. He just negates monster effects. I'm pretty sure on that. By removing 2 counters from the field spell, and he's pretty good. And that's all the Kaijus. Not too many, because you don't really want to see them in your hand too much, because you could just, there's so many ways to search them out. It's ridiculous. Then you start with the Graydles. Got the 3 Eagle, because he's the best one, honestly, out of all of them. Monster effects are super relevant right now. And just like each one of them, when they're destroyed battle, you get to take their monsters, and taking their monsters is pretty fun. So, play 3 of those. And just 2 Alligator, because this one's weaker, and it's just not as good, just because spells aren't that big for destruction right now. I mean, I know you got your Dark Hole Raigeki, but that's really not as big as monster effects right now. Then for hand traps, we got the Double Menko. This card is so good in here because a lot of times you're stuck with an empty board because they just don't summon and they wait until you go, or they wait until they could go off an OTK. Then you just drop this and everything in their field just gets turned to defense and you can make plays next turn. Then just 1 copy of Valor. I should be playing more, or like a Max C or something. I don't know. I just kind of threw it in there. Then for spells, got the Triple Waterfront. Really good card. Like, this card just doesn't leave the field once it gets on there unless they, like, Castell or something, but it's pretty good otherwise. Just the free search every turn is so good. Then your 3 Interrupted Slumber, Dark Hole, Rhoda, last turn in 1 card. It's so good. It wins so many games. Just clearing their boards, getting that Kaiju on their field and your field, and beautiful search effect in the grave afterwards, even if you don't have the waterfront. Then for other spells, you got the Graydle Impacts. Really good. Search Graydle during the end phase, and you could destroy a Graydle to pop another card in the field. Yeah, you could just either add 1 or pop a Graydle and another card in the field, so it's really good. And it combos really well with the Alligator, like, because Alligator's obviously the one that gets its effect when it's destroyed by spells, and you just get that free steal. And you play the chicken games because drawing cards is fun, and I mean, upstarts would be nice too, but this works better with the waterfronts since you're also playing, since you could just throw a waterfront over a chicken game, so that helps. Triple Terraform because you want to see your waterfronts, and chicken, just if you have already have a waterfront hand, you just terraform in for a chicken game and then just get an extra draw off of that, so that's cool. Then for one-ofs, we got the Lance and the Dark Hole. I just threw the Lance in because I wanted to try it out, see how it would work out. Didn't really see it at all, but it's still pretty good. And Dark Hole is just Dark Hole. I mean, 4 Dark Holes is always fun, too. And that's it for the spells. And for traps, got double remove Brainwashing. It's really good if you don't open the Graydles, because the Graydles kind of like counteract with it, because if you steal their stuff with the Graydles, it'll just go back to them, so there's really no point with the Graydles. But if you don't have the Graydles, this is really helpful. Then for one-ofs, we got the Interrupted, or the Mission. It's not really that great. I should probably cut that too. Call the Haunted. I want to bump this up to 2, because Call the Haunted in a big-ass Kaiju from the grave is awesome. Then we played Torrential. It's meh. I should be playing, like, I don't know. I was thinking about Mirror Force, but Torrential's still decent, I guess. I don't know. Breakthrough. Monster effects are super relevant, again, so that's nice. And this card should be banned. Wins so many games with this deck, because they can't get over 3,300 ass. And that's it for the deck. You could play a side deck, I mean an extra deck, but you really don't need it unless you're playing like Valor, or not Valor, but yeah, you could play like just Synchros. You could just make a Star Eater, but I don't know why you would, because this is bigger anyway. But yeah, you really don't need an extra deck for this deck because it just does well without it. And people think you're playing Monarchs, and I also wanted to try out a build with like the Monarch field spell, but I would need to like get Tribute Fodder out, so I don't know how exactly I would do that yet, but playing the Monarch field spell would be pretty cool in here too, I think, just because not letting your opponent do stuff from the extra deck is always nice. And no side because, yeah, didn't take this to a tournament or anything, so that's it for the Kaiju deck profile. This deck's really fun to play, and just overall really cool deck. You guys should try it out.
Alright guys, well that's been it for this Kaiju Graydle deck profile. If you enjoy, like you said, extra deck's not really too relevant, and I kind of agree with that. When you have cards like this on your side of the field, you don't really want to go into the extra deck to sacrifice them. It kind of counteracts, if you will. But yeah, pretty standard build. These doesn't play it too much as his main deck. It's just kind of something he has on the side, and does pretty well with it. I've lost to it several times actually, and especially with this thing right here. This card is absolutely annoying.
Should be super banned because that card sucks.
But yeah, anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave your comments, suggestions, anything, feedback down in the comment section below. I'm always glad to read those things. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the sport. It's greatly appreciated. And as always, guys, we're going to kill signing out.
Sub to this kid. He's a